Chaos, a team that comes from all around the world. And Team Liquid, a team that also comes from all around the world.
They're both from Europe. Who are you kidding?
They got people from multiple places. You got like Digital Chaos is probably more global than Team Liquid is, obviously.
You have one NA player, and everyone else is from Europe.
That doesn't mean like Europe is just like some of them from Eastern Europe as well. You got Ukraine, you've got
Still Europe, Toby.
You've got Romania.
Still Europe. I'm playing my part as ignorant American.
Yeah, I don't understand what these countries are. Only the continents are.
No, it's just America and then rest of the world.
Oh God!
I don't even know what these countries are that you speak of.
Yeah. I know who you're gonna vote for.
No one.
I withhold my vote. I didn't even freaking turn up. I don't care where my country ends up. Off we go again. This time, Team Liquid. Nyx Assassin is in their hands as well as the Bat Rider. The Digital Chaos have got the hottest hero in the tournament, Mirana. Mirana is theirs, number 1. And Dro Ranger is also available if they want to go down that path.
I don't know if you want to go down that path. Now it's kind of seemed to be the trend where you sneak it in 3rd, 4th, 5th pick. First phase Drow Ranger has been countered too many times for it to be warranted. And Liquid have banned out the Alchemist, none of that again.
Come on, Nyx Assassin counts him perfectly. You've got the Nyx Assassin, why ban him?
Just don't deal with it.
I bet your fighter is just sitting there going, it doesn't make sense for me to turn my radiance off. Like, I can't use an ability, and I can't use my item. What is the point to this hero anymore against Nyx Assassin?
To pull everyone ags, to right-click people down with Abyssal and BKB. There's many things you can do.
Would have been a really good choice.
Yeah, if you go right-click build, you can also destroy buildings really quickly, which is exactly what they needed to do.
Wasn't it Resolution was one of the first guys that, after we turned away from this whole just split-push Alchemist, he brought in the armlet on the Alchemist?
I'm not sure.
Really early on?
There's always like the Maelstrom Abyssal armlet build that you can turn to. Battle Furies is even something that we've seen too if you need a farming tool. But I don't really think he foresaw the Nyx being that big of an issue. So that's okay. But he had the goal to switch easily.
Yeah, well, the guy was buying moonshots and everything else, so he easily had the money. I could understand though, like if Kura's like, "Can you please give me an Aghanim Scepter already?" Like, I could understand that slowing him down.
You can just drop or turn off the Radiance permanently and just turn it on when you have your illusions split push out lanes. That's not the worst thing in the world. It still gives you plus 65 damage.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Maybe we can't disassemble.
Oh yeah, let's get a rapier.
He could have easily worked that in. However, with the amount of deaths that were happening during that game, maybe
rapier
not.
wouldn't have been the worst thing. They weren't in that direction.
He just couldn't use his acid spray then. So he'd run in with BKB and rapier and then wouldn't use acid spray.
So you just hit buildings
because acid spray put him in the same position. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Just because he always kept putting the acid spray like outside, so if they were retreating out, they'd do that. And then the rest of Team Liquid jumped in. The Spike Carapace came off. Then 3 of them get stunned. He's like, "Yay!" Even Durex, I think he actually got a quad stun. I think I called it as a triple stun when they jumped in, but I think he actually got a quad stun with his impale, and that still wasn't enough.
Here we go, Team Liquid banning out the Morphling, which I suspect will start being commonplace for second phase against Digital Chaos. Resolution plays a very nasty one. Liquid, they typically run Nyx Assassin as the GRX hero, although I have seen it on the Kuro. I have never seen it mid on them, and I have not seen it off lane play by mind control in a really long time. So going with the stable cores, the team fighting ones, this one is more likely than not Matama Man. I don't see Fighter play Jug too often.
I will concur. Also like the bans from Digital Chaos, taking out one Husker, just in case. Especially, well, they already removed Oracle, but it would have been possible with the Dazzle. But taking out Livestealer. He combos so beautifully with both the Nyx and the Bat Rider, it would cause them too many issues. And they may have nothing proper against it. Like Beastmaster Roars, terrific. He just sits there and waits.
There's still Void. Void plus Mirana?
Yeah, but you'll have to run a Beastmaster 4, and now with a VS pickup, that becomes less likely. Resolution is one of the players that takes Mirana to the mid lane. He's actually quite comfortable playing him in a second role.
This looks like a Drow game.
It really does, doesn't it? Like, there's so many auras. If it's not Drow, Give me my Luna.
It could also be Slardar, I think,
10 seconds remaining.
Safe lane Slardar.
or offlane Slardar.
5 seconds.
Only if you put the Miranda in mid.
Yeah, that's okay. We plays it. We've been playing Mirana.
I'd like to see the DC Luna. Into BKB with the VS.
Not against these heroes.
Great
dude.
push, bro. Great push. Oh, okay. Didn't Liquid do this on day one? I'm fairly certain they ran a Warlock on day one.
I believe so.
I believe they also lost with a Warlock
Nope,
on
they
day
won.
one.
They won with it.
Who else was in that lineup?
I'm not sure. Can't pull it up for you at this exact moment.
There's no extended part.
Or
Warlock.
I'll get it. Keep talking. Toby.
There we go. I don't want to see this. So with the Warlock, this should be Fada's hero in the mid, I believe. Unless they push him into a support role, which is also a possibility.
It was with Drow Ranger
Didn't they?
at the summit.
I swear, like there was at least one team that ran a Warlock here at TI.
Yeah, it was. I believe it was Wings.
Was it Wings? Could have been Wings. The last time they ran was at the summit. That was against DC too.
Mm-hmm.
And DC ran a Meepo against them.
That's when DC looked much worse, though.
Alright, so Digital Chaos, you see the Warlock. You still have Drow Ranger as a very, very big option.
Considering whether or not they want to take it, I think.
They go Slark instead.
Liquid's turn.
I actually like Slark a lot. I think Slark's one of the better carries versus Nyx. He's one of the heroes that you don't actually need to get a BKB to not get perma-stun lock. You can just Dark Pack the stuns off, no problem. And he's also a really good carrier of the Shadow Blade plus Gem, which makes Nyx's life very difficult, and one of the carries of choice versus both a Bat Rider and a Juggernaut.
How does the timing work with Slark Dark Pact? Like imagine he's sitting next to Nyx Assassin with Spike Harrison on Trigger Dark Pact.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take damage, stun, and then Dark Pact takes it off?
Yes.
So, okay.
So you pretty much do not want to Dark Pact it off at all, because the Dark Pact does very small instances of damage, so you reflect like 10 damage. And he doesn't get stunned, so it's kind of a waste of a spell, unless, you know, there's a Vengeful Spirit, stun coming at you.
I was just wondering, like, when the, like, the anti-stun kicked in for it, but yeah, if that's the case, cool. Breaking free. Alright, so Team Liquid, they know they're up against the Slark. They still have some control against him. Their lanes look very nice for Digital Chaos, in fact. And there's still the question mark with DC. You don't know exactly who their fifth is going to be. If that's a Mirana mid, if it's a Beastmaster off, or Beastmaster 4 position. Take out the Sand King, which kind of covers like multiple bases. It could have been an offlaner, it could have been a support. Would have given that much needed team fight presence from Digital Chaos. Right now, everything is pretty much single target apart from Starfall.
Still decent team fight with double aura and a lot of AoE from Mirana if she gets her ags.
Yeah, I'm not saying the team fight's bad, it's just no AoE control compared to what Team Liquid's got.
Mm-hmm. If you're really good at Primal Roaring, you can AoE control. But
the other team's really bad at positioning. So DC, how do you ramp up your lineup? I already assume the Drow Ranger is out. So either second support, or we look to an offlaner.
I wouldn't mind Clockwork that much for them. I think it's good versus Warlock. Actually not that great versus Slark. I still think Void would be okay for them. Team fight? Team fight sounds good. Team fight or AoE damage, either or.
Well, 10 seconds to pick, and they go for a bounty. Fifth pick, so it will be a Mirana mid, Beastmaster off, Slark safe, Bounty Roam, and a VS support.
Interesting. Interesting.
It's going to make it difficult for Team Liquid to get some easy stacks. Like, you're not going to spin through stacks, you're not going to be able to Firefly through stacks without the Bounty Hunter leeching. So Liquid have to be very wary of where the Bounty Hunter is at all times. It also makes the mid lane a little bit more difficult. Warlock, not the greatest hero for escape. Even channeling upheaval during fights, maybe also not the greatest thing in the world.
Still, I think Liquid just go all out team fight? They could go like, let's say Magnus or something, and then just crush them in 5-on-5. But we haven't seen Fada play that hero in a long time. So it will be mid Juggernaut, safely in Lycan. Still a good amount of team fight, much better Roshan control with the Lycan and the Jug.
So support Warlock. Was it support in that game they played? Okay.
Jerax.
Alright.
Jerax plays the hero.
I had in my mind that it was going to go mid.
Nah. The only time I saw that was like S4, I think, on Secret.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Warlock was playing mid.
Or when Fogged used to play mid. That was a long time ago.
Shout out to Fogged. In our thoughts, in our memories. We'll see.
That was Warlock Spectre time. Oh wait, MVP as well. But they don't run it mid. They run it carry.
Yeah. Alright. Let's get to the game. Let's get to the game. Now, last of the series, of course, there is still another round of Group B to go with potential tiebreakers. No tiebreakers for Group A. Everything got settled earlier today.
Group B shaping up to be pretty heated. Player with the highest total magic or pure damage. Bat Rider?
Yeah, you want to go to
Mirana,
him.
Mirana.
Right. Oh, so the game end as well. Okay, yeah, it's Weehouse Mirana. Player plays the most amount of Observer Wars by 15 minutes.
It's usually Bounty Hunter.
Misery's already going to start with one, so yeah, let's go with Misery. Team with the first Barracks kill. You got a Lycan over on Liquid's lineup.
I like DC's lineup a little bit more, though.
But if DC get momentum, yeah, it can happen.
I'll go with Liquid. I have faith in the Matumba Lycan.
It's hard to turn back away from the dog. You know, I'm actually going to go with Digital Chaos. I think their lineup is going to control a lot better.
I agree.
Player with the highest total physical damage done to heroes at the end of a game.
Jug, Lycan, or Slark are our main options here.
Still thinking Lycan could be... does Lycan Wolves count towards this counter? Probably doesn't.
I'm not sure. It's this player, not hero. But Lycan hits a lot more buildings. Fada? Fada seems pretty safe.
Fada does seem pretty safe.
Yeah, I'll go with Fada. Why not?
Oh, we got it in just in the nick of time. And standard runes. Misery's already on a bit of a roam. Leaves an observer ward up. It does not block the camp, but it'll be able to scout out when the stacks do happen, and that's what he's looking for primarily. What? So,
I like how people correct themselves when I'm casting with them.
Yeah, that's because we know you're judging us every single time.
Of course I am. You're a
It's
native
good.
English speaker.
Hey, dude, it's really good. I've lived in Germany where no one corrects you because everyone's just used to broken English, and my English skills have dropped so badly.
Oh, you use badly too? Okay, good job.
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve of mine when people don't use adverbs.
Okay. Jerax. Well, they're just pushing Moo back out of the top lane. I use English poorly. Is that better for you?
Badly's fine. No. I wasn't being facetious.
Oh, okay.
I have this really hard time when people don't know whether or not I'm being facetious.
I really hurt hard.
I have meant that sincerely.
Okay, did Moo really? Okay, he didn't go Call of the Wild level 1. He went for Axis. This is the farming off-lane Beastmaster, or at least attempting to farm with Axis. Hakura is not going to make this easy for him. You know, run up from the side. Misery's in the neighborhood. Kuro's still got a stun, and they got a Warlock Shadow Word behind. And okay, now that... Wait, do they... Yeah, they see the sentry. And they get rid of the sentry.
Misery pings out exactly where the sentry ward is, but with the level 1 axes, it's going to make jungling a little bit more difficult than with the 0-1-1 build.
What is this going on in mid lane? Fada takes the creep wave one way, Weeha takes it the other way, and somewhere in the middle it shall meet. It gives a creep wave and a half to both sides, so they both get to farm on their own high grounds. How does that even happen?
So taking a step back and looking at the overall implications for this game, currently we have Liquid and MVP Phoenix both at 5 and 6. So they are at the 4th and 5th place team right now, and the difference in between upper and lower bracket is huge. I didn't see what happened.
Kuro, if he could land that, he had the Observer Ward, he saw him move farming at 200, picked up the Arcane Rune, walked up, missed the Impale. It wouldn't be enough to get the instant kill, but he could have repositioned and kept chasing because of the Arcane Rune and gone for another stun, which would have got him the kill.
That had to be a pretty long chase, though.
It would have. It would have taken him probably to the tier 2 tower.
Yeah.
But with a cooldown of like under 10 seconds, now he stuns over on Weeha, just says hello. It would have been a fun chase nonetheless.
Misery. There is a 3-stack over there. Huh. Who's supposed to take that out? Not Matamba Man. Oh, Bat Rider's supposed to take it out.
He can hover over. He's doing his own stacks for now. He doesn't want to be on that bottom lane, not where Slark is currently free farming.
Do you think Matamba Man likes playing Wolfman or Bearman more?
Wolf.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. He was always saying on his stream, he's just like, I always want Dogman. You pick me Dogman, I win. That was it. That's the reason why for a very long time I couldn't stop calling him Dogman and people started getting pissed at me because I wasn't saying his name correctly.
Ursa's fun though too. I think Ursa's way more fun than Lycan. Even maybe enough to...
I probably won't debate that.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, player preference. That's what he seems to like. Just like people also getting pissed off at me as well for Suxa. I always feels weird to say his name that way. Because I keep moving towards Suska.
That's his
name.
name.
Which is incorrect. It's too anime.
I'll just keep calling you Bodhi.
Yeah, Bodhi would sound pretty freaking cool. I'm down with Bodhi. I always hated the decision to call myself Toby1. Dust, really nice, catching out Misery. Kuro looking for a good stun here, but he wants to wait until Misery stops juking from left to right, but they'll just beat him. Beat him with a stick in the trees.
Doggy Man does it once again.
Easy money. This means now Team Liquid can also...
chasing Wee down with a haste rune. There is not a leap up on Murano. Ooh, that was a little bit close.
So you already used his spin as well. Probably where he found all that early damage. Misery coming to defend the top lane. Upheaval. Alright, so Jirax throws it from a long way away. He's gone for a 0-2-2 build.
Ah, yeah.
What is that? Like,
let it ride, buddy. Let it ride. Wow, that's a value point from 1 to 2? Oh my goodness. The max slow channel is from 12.5 to 6.5.
Wonder if he just leaves it at that point. Like,
I think so.
And then just go Fatal Bonds, Shadow Word, and into ulti.
I would assume so. Cooldown's not that big a deal, 4 seconds per. And it actually takes more mana per level.
Not that much, just 10 each level. For the cooldown, which is, as you said, like only 4 seconds. Never get the lane, gets to chill out for a little bit. But I guess to back up, Currently still needs to find a little bit more level, so it's a good push. But now Matumberman kind of has to hold back. There's still this triple stack for the Bat Rider to take when Mind Control's ready. And maybe it's worthwhile, in fact, pushing Matumberman to the bottom lane, because Resolution is already here, looking for the kill, gets away with Terror over on Jirax, Mind Control, there's no Flame Break, all he's got is Sticky Napalm, but Sticky Napalm may be enough to bring down the Vengeful Spirit. She'll make a break for the tree line. Resolution stunned well off target there from Kuro, but the VS runs back into the Firefly. And this is one very, very dead Vengeful Spirit. Kill goes to Mind Control, extra money for him. Bada TP's to bottom lane to help with the defense there.
It's just a support kill, but it's a level 4.5 support kill. Jirax was doing very well in terms of levels over there, and yeah, that's done by Nick Stetson. Could have perhaps yielded a Slark kill, but now he's at full HP, no problem.
So Mind Control with all the farm he's got, this Blink Dagger could be really, really quick. Problem is he needs more mana than what he's got currently.
Blasso.
Yeah, you could do that. We've seen that a lot today already. Moon was doing it in almost all of his games. He didn't get Lasso until level 10. Quick way if you want to efficiently farm. In the meantime, this triple stack is being used for Moo's own evil purposes. And with Axis, he can, in fact, even contest it. TP's bottom lane, Kuros by Carapace, stuns over on 2, Mind Control will arrive. He actually got Lasso at level 6. So he wants to have the control. And looks like Jirox and Matubman will team up together to get the last hits out.
Yeah, they got most of that stack and almost level 6 up on Jirax.
Mind Control got leashed. Horrible hero for a Bat Rider to play up against is a Slark. Second that leash latches, there's little to nothing you could do about it.
Have a sick Flame Break, but he doesn't have any points of Flame Break. I actually think I would prefer the 2-1-3 build, especially being up against a Vengeful Spirit, but to each his own.
And that was the primary reason last year was skipped, because Oracle was always being picked against him. One game there was a VS against him too.
Bounty Hunter is almost level 6. I don't really know where Misery found his levels, but
it's just Misery. He's always at the right place at the right time. TP, however, takes forever to reach that bottom lane. As Suxa into the tree line. Kuro still with a stun. And the Spike Carapace available. They're waiting for Fada to rotate over so they can give their core the kill. That's a little brutal. Either way, kill is a kill on a big core. Push Fada towards an early key item. Is this a Battle Fury game? Do you actually plan for late game?
Yasha seems much safer. I think it's going to be a fast-paced game. I think once you secure a Roche or ensure that Lycan's having a good time, then you can go for Battle Fury.
So look for like Manta Blink Dagger kind of style?
I would say Yasha and then play it from there.
Well, he starts to spin over on Weeha, trying to force a leap away, but Weeha refuses to do so. He's going to bottle up anyway because he consumed mana. And needs to consume mana. So Misery's going to join the mid lane too. No sentry wards are really around, just one observer ward on the Liquid side of the map. Misery's having a look at just the right time. Same time as Mind Control starts doing his farming with Firefly. Watch Jirax isolate himself a little bit more, coming to the mid lane to help out Fada. But they got Suxa in the neighborhood. Misery just leeches experience instead.
I doubt he'll notice as a Bat Rider.
Fada is really aggressive. Magic Missile will fly. He doesn't get the spin off! The arrow will connect. Now he can start spinning, but the physical damage will be more than enough to get the last hit. In fact, it was the tower to do it. Jirax will drop the Golem. A quick swap out brings Weeha into a safe position. He had 6-1 charges, so he was sort of safe already.
Great swap from Suxa there. And yeah, Juggernaut dropping the ball on the spin there. That thing has a pretty lengthy travel time.
And the Magic Missile. Maybe not ready to see the VS coming out from the trees, could have been looking elsewhere.
Moo and Matuma going at it, but without Wolf form doesn't look like it's going to happen. And he is very healthy, 1300 HP. He will be topped off with the Vlads and might not be enough for Misery to swoop in there with the track.
What is this Warlock Golem?
That thing is hideous.
Yes, I know. It's like they just put... What's that courier? They put the Ward Dog into the stocks and then just fed him like frickin' Bane. Just give him some kind of like Gromy juice. Slark able to find Mind Control. Now he's only 400 gold away from completing up that Shadow Blade on the Slark. Misery. He's gonna kill the courier. He can also deny the healing salve if he wants to. Pinging out that it's still there. And he leaves it. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome. Boost creep skipping the top lane too, so while Liquid are committing heavy numbers to the mid lane, DC, they're getting a lot achieved on their side lanes.
And now the track kills might start flowing in for them. Liquid with 1 full minute left on the Warlock ultimate. They're trying to teamfight in the mid lane with the Aura, with the healing ward, but still their biggest teamfight ability is not ready.
Oh, nice lasso, able to grab him. They got Dust available as well in case they are worried about the Invis runoff, but not gonna happen. Bounty Hunter will drop, and now the tier 1 tower will fall with it.
Girl, trying to TP and get Moo, but Moo is
hard. Moo's gonna roll. Spike Carapace, a quick return. Still got stun available. Moo being sticky napalm makes life a little bit more difficult, but the bigger problem is just the fact that that's a level 1 Necrobook. That's a nuisance 12 minutes in.
I don't know why he tried to TP with track on, maybe just not noticing that it was on him. And yeah, as
He's
you
baiting
mentioned,
the gank, man, for Batrider to come in from behind. Didn't realize Mind Control doesn't have his Blink Dagger just yet. Now Resolution gets to put that Shadow Blade to work straight away. The Dark Pack breaks free of any kind of stun. So Slark kills off the Nyx, the swap back into a stun. The Yarrow, not really enough. Mind Control gets back into his own base. But the first reveal of Resolution's fresh item ends with a kill. And you'll be happy with that if you're DC.
Nyx not having the same impact as last game. Couple of missed stuns here and there, and not really being that active. Now with Bounty Hunter with track and the Shadow Blade on the Slark is going to make Kuro's life very difficult to survive in the upcoming team fights.
Misery sees Matumberman moving down the bottom lane. So move backs up a bit. And now, quick track. TP support's on their way. Tier 2 tower is practically dead on the top, but because they TP Kuro to the south, this Tier 2 tower is going to be completely gone, no denial attempt.
They'd rather control Roche in their own jungle, as is a little bit typical of Lycan lineups, but I don't know if they'll get this bottom tower at all. Moo's just threatening them while farming up Necros in the meantime. He has money for Necro.
Oh, this is one way to do it. No sentry ward in the lane. Moo attempts a TP, hits with Vendetta, follows up stun, Matumberman turns on the Howl, and more than enough damage. And this is when Liquid have to keep pushing. Take out that tier 1 tower on bottom lane. They're taking the mid tier 1 tower out, so Roshan can become a lot easier option for them. With the Vladimir's already done on Matumberman. And is he going Necrobook build by the looks of it?
That's what he normally does.
Oh, okay. Alpha Auras, good push. Nice up against a Bounty Hunter once he's got level 3. Yeah, and that tower belongs to Matumberman. Blink Dagger will arrive for the Batrider. Oh, push comes to mid.
What is we saving up for? He has so much gold.
On the Mirana?
Yeah. It's usually Ags, but because he hasn't spent his gold, it makes me...
What, you're tossing up BTs or something in his brain?
I don't know, dude.
Normally when we save up this much money, it's like straight Shadow Blade. Surprise, but you're a Mirana.
I need to look at his prior games.
He buys an Ogre Club. So, looks like he's going to be a Dragonlance? Or straight BKB.
Straight BKB?
He buys a point booster. So he's bought an Ogre Club and he's bought a point booster.
So, Ags. Yeah, should be Ags.
Yeah.
It was just strange that he didn't use his gold.
Yeah, just Ollie waits for a long time. Oh, Dire Courier Snipe. Misery. Again going to work, they get the roar over on Fada. Man, he did not survive long at all. That Courier actually died on bottom lane. So it wasn't in fact Misery sniping it out. That Courier had the Necro recipe too. That was the level 1 Necro books of Matumberman. Down the drain.
Oh, nice roar from them. Fada maybe farming out a little bit too aggressively. He
nice
didn't even
entry.
have a completed Yasha.
Dirac. Oh, they hit the lasso over on Resolution. He already triggered the Dark Pack. Kuro will get the follow-up stun, but Resolution into the Shadow Dance. Breaks free and Warlock just disappears.
Man, most of the Slarks that we've seen have just been so good into baiting all these spells out from the opposing team. It's like, okay, I'm gonna let you lasso me, but I'll have Dark Pact on, and then after that, the fight is lost. And Warlock just doesn't really seem too well suited for this type of game, where the Slark can split up the enemy team. The Bounty Hunter with the track 2, also constantly looking for picks. The Beastmaster can also get solo kills. Warlock thrives on 5-on-5 situations. If Liquid have not been able to do that, maybe they can force it around the Roshan pit, but with Beastmaster, Slark, and Mirana being this farm, I don't think they want to take a 5-on-5 next to the pit.
I agree.
They might need to, though. Lycan without Roche is like Ursa without Roche, in my eyes.
So Lycan's got no choice until that Courier comes back up again. He can't get his Necro books. And he needs his Necro books to really make Roshan, like, possible. But at least he'll have...
He can do it with the Jug, but Jug's really underfarmed.
Yeah, Jug also needs space. He is doing the same build, like Fada's going in for the Yasha. But that Juggernaut sitting at 5.6k net worth, he's 1300 behind the Mirana. The Slark is just so far ahead. A 4-0-1 resolution. His Morphling in the last game was amazing. And this game looks to be the same kind of thing, but he's also got more momentum coming from Moo. Moo, 17 minutes in, finishes his level 3 Necrobook. And he's still got another 1300 gold. So the Blink Dagger is probably going to be up by 20 minutes.
I think Beastmaster's his most stable offlane hero. Maybe Doom is second. But he has just played this hero countless times and is really good at it and really efficient at farming.
How much money ahead are they? Okay, about 8.5k in favor of DC. 4k in the experience, and they'll smoke up and move over. They're near the Ancients, the Wolves are farming up. They would have seen the Vlad's aura for a moment, but they find a better one. It's going to be Kuro. Quick jump in, resolution. Kuro's fire cameras won't save him. The jump forward from mind control. They don't find anything apart from a roar on mind control. Nexus is focusing him down. Another jump in. Resolution will find a double kill. But Tubberman is on the run. They tried to get back in there and fight.
God, Resolution has been such a beast this entire series.
The Morphling was big, now he's 601. First play to hit 10k net worth. And he does it in 18 minutes. Upside for Liquid, Courier respawns, so the level 2 Necrobooks are on Lycan now. But you've just lost your Batrider, you've just lost your Nyx, and you've just lost Roshan.
And there's the Ags up already on DC.
Yep, Mirana got it nice and quick after that mid push, he bought it straight away. Even an Echo Saber on the Slark. And he only bought that like a minute or so ago. He's already got another 2400.
I think he got the last 2 kills.
Yeah.
And maybe even the Roche kill.
I'm going to keep in mind all of this is track gold. It's level 1, but still, a track is a track. And Slark is looking for another opening. I think, yeah, he realizes his Shadow Dance turned off while he was in Fizz, so he knows there's a Sentry Ward in mid lane. Kind of funny because he didn't realize it was there last time because he just jumped in with Dark Pack. Thought the reaction was a normal one from Liquid. So now he's got an ultimate orb. We assume Skadi, next primary item.
God, man, I can't believe this Nyx has been so useless though. Every time Slark jumps him, he's dead. Nothing they can do about it. They've only used one Warlock on them, but even that was after Fada had died in the mid lane, and Liquid just struggling to piece their lineup together.
It's the polar opposite of Game 1 Nyx. Like Game 1 Nyx kind of was everything in that game. Now he's kind of, well, a sideshow.
He's track gold.
I see everything. The 5th pickup by Bounty. It's not as though Kuro has really even been aggressive with Vendetta. Like, there's no gems on the field. He could potentially just be running around with Vendetta trying to find kills, but there's no one to go with him. Like, you could potentially send Wolves with him.
Resolution in the mid lane.
He just used his Dark Pact.
He has Aegis. Who cares?
Yeah, true. Is she building a Lincoln's? I thought he'd go Skadi because he's just so far ahead.
He knows
building a
that they see him,
Lincoln's.
though. Something strange is happening, he says.
Yeah, they're jumping. Blink, Lasso, catching out Misery. They bring down the Bounty Hunter. Even with the attempted swap, it won't be enough. The Moonlight Shadow trying to give that protection too, but Weeheart, the Aghanim Scepter, dropping down the damage, but Upheaval. DC having a hard time getting out of this one. Omnislash doing most of the work to kill off the BS. They've done great work here, Team Liquid, but can they keep it up? Resolution into the Shadow Dance. He can pounce himself over the hill, but not far enough away. He'll come back in again. Team Liquid won't see him as nighttime. Vision restricted.
And finally, they get a good fight, where it's straight 5-on-5. Batrider gets the lasso on Misery. The swap comes out, but Misery still dies, so no track gold for DC that fight. And 2 of the supports die very, very early on. And Fada comes in, ultimates the Beastmaster, and the Warlock ultimate, and the Fatal Bonds. That's where the strength is.
Yeah. A Team Liquid.
Resolution going for a kill on Jerax.
Yeah, is he ever not got enough by himself? Nope. In fact, no. Fatal bonds him to absolutely nothing. And Jerax just wants to TP away to safety.
Wow, Dark Pact dispels Fatal Bonds.
And Korra's coming in. They're trying to body block with the Wolves, allowing for a double stun. It only connects on Misery, however. But they have no idea that it connected on Misery.
Fire's top tower is under attack.
And defense is there from Jerax. Looks like Battle Fury is being worked on by Fada. Bought the 2 damage dealing items before he went for the Perseverance. But he's keeping it all very much secret for now.
Just no item slots. He needs to be able to survive in these fights, and his other items help him survive.
Like when Tumberman's building in for an Assault Cuirass as his next item. little bit of extra money that fight from DC gave to Team Liquid. Started to flatline the net worth graph a little bit. But now you have the Lincoln Sphere over on Resolution.
I think they need a gem on Slark very soon.
Would
So
make
that
sense.
Bounty Hunter can roam freely, and so that they can kill Nyx. Because Nyx actually survived for a very long time in the last fight, if he even died at all.
That sentry's still there. Liquid, they hit the scan. They know that DC is coming up to them. They come underneath that sentry ward. Resolution misses the pounce. Batamman going to get the necro units off, and he moves over towards Misery. Again, the Bounty Hunter is target number one, but G-Rex gets hit by an arrow. Wonderful swap out by the VS, but it's still not enough. Misery gets hunted down. Back over to the main area of the fight where the arrow connected. DC unable to capitalize on Batamman, so quick in dog form, already running back over to Mu. He'll trigger his own necro books. They try and better bond them up. Not really enough damage. Roar on Batamman. The wolf form has worn off. In through the rear. Resolution goes to work. The rocks will drop. But where is the damage with the lasso? They keep Resolution in position. They have enough with the Starfall from Weeha. Team Liquid, they're splitting the damage up. Already with a 3-for-2 trade-off.
He has another volley of Starfalls, though, if they stay too long.
Well, they're here. There goes one Starfall. And the second set, but not enough damage. Leaps away. They get the Vengeful Spirit. Weeha's out, but...
Mu had the gem that fight. He got Omni Slash by Fada, and Fada ended up recovering that gem. I'm not sure why they didn't put it on the Slug. That would have helped, but it also would have helped had he hit that pounce initially on the Lycan to keep that doggy in check.
Why does it feel like DC is not just given one bone, they're given 2 bones for Liquid?
They shouldn't take 5-on-5s. They're strong, but they lost the last one even with the Aegis, and maybe they just thought it was poor positioning, which it certainly was, but they don't have BKBs, so Nyx and Warlock still going to do a lot of damage, as well as the Batrider. The swaps have been used either after Lasso has done his damage, or when Lasso isn't even used, they try to use it on the
Weeha, that
Ooh,
was sexy. Hits the arrow perfectly, straight blink into double Starfall. Juggernaut didn't even know what hit him. Kuro's gonna try and find something in return, but I don't know really what he intends to do, and Weeha blinks, TP's out, has no mana, so he's all good to leave.
I wonder if he's getting EB or BKB. The standard build is EB, but I think BKB versus Nyx and Bat might be pretty useful. They also, like, he can also kill the Necro Books if he has BKB, and I think that's actually pretty important so that Bounty Hunter can run around freely. Also to just get rid of the detection.
It'd be like the only BKB carry if he does it.
Stark could get one.
He could, but... Hearing that howl going off. Not really finding anyone to kill with it. Just a low cooldown. We are on the hunt trying to find something. It was an attempted ancient attack. Just trying to get Lycan the last bit of money. He needs to buy a plate mail on the full assault Cuirass is done. Gonna help Liquid again with the 5v5 fights if he can finish it.
Liquid just should not really take fights outside of them being on 5, unless DC are outnumbered, which they can actually perhaps find if they do carry around the gem. Mind Control does have the gem at the moment, and they will smoke 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes.
Oh, Batamman actually didn't get involved in that.
The scan goes out.
That's perfect from Radiant, but it's not going to stop the Blink Lasso over the Beastmaster. Necrounus trigger, so Moonlight Shadow won't hide you. They just let Mu go down. 56 seconds without him, which means Roshan is now an option if only he was alive. Team Liquid even had a quick look. He doesn't even spawn up. Okay, so 1 minute and 10 seconds.
But they will get the D-wards around it. Mind Control will napalm the high ground, and one will get quelled down.
They need to get the vision again. Still an obs ward there. Mid lane, Misery is hovering around Fada as well as Kuro. Quick track.
I wonder if Mu didn't blink out in time. Maybe he didn't see that the scan had hit, but the rest of DC seemed to know exactly where they were.
There's that AC done. Batamman found the money. So 8,000 is still the net worth advantage going the way of DC. Liquid rolling it back from 12k. 3.5k for experience now. And Fada feeling, even with what happened to him with Weeha, has enough confidence to just farm up in the mid lane. There's a blink dagger on Kuro, so support MBE there a lot quicker. Again, they have a look for Roshan. Been just under 10 seconds. So Kuro goes for a run, bit of a scout. Misery's in the neighborhood, no gem over on Kuro, so he does not see the bounty hunter. But Bounty sees Liquid all running into the pit. So very, very obvious maneuver. With the Beastmaster ball running into, yeah, they know what's up. That's why Kuro is waiting. He's going to come underneath the sentry. There's a Hawk giving vision, so Resolution knows that Kuro's on the side. They drop a fresh sentry in case Kuro comes in closer. But Roshan's almost down. While they're thinking about ganking over on Kuro, Roshan is going to be picked out. Someone gets the Aegis Immortal, and DC are in a bad spot. Maybe with the initiation on Kuro, they can get the early advantage. Mind control jumps forward. They're going to find Misery, so it's an Invis hero for an Invis hero. Thanks to the Necro books, they can keep the vision up. Maybe not so easy once they lose one to the arrow that Marana was able to connect with, and man, they're not even committing a real hero. They just want the Necro books to hit him, but they can't finish the job. They've got the movement speed available. All guys in the meantime, Raw a little bit further up, over on Matumberman. They lock him and control him in the lane. So Aegis Immortal, or he's going to break. He does not have his ulti form. The arrow a little bit too early, so Matumberman doesn't get hit by that, but it won't matter. There is no escaping. And that's now a minute on the sidelines. Buyback can be forced here by DC.
Liquid chasing far too deep into the DC's base while Shapeshift was still on cooldown. And overall, I don't think that Roche should have been taken down. I think that was poor Hawk control from Beastmaster. It was sitting right there. He was like checking the room, but all you need to do was move it maybe 500 range to the northeast and he would have seen it. But at the end of the day, DC will be taking down the stun.
Will they? After that double stun and then the pullback of the Vengeful Spirit, the tier 4 Talons get the damage to get the kill. Kuro doesn't have Spike Carapace available, but he's got Vendetta, which he will slip back into. The healing ward gives them the life. And Kuro sees Mu running to the west. They hold their mid. I think DC were ready for that big stun from Kuro.
Help it. They were expecting much more of defense. They would have gone for that range racks instead, and looks like they perhaps want to fight for strong. Lycan is about to revive, and Kuro will TP away just in time.
He planted down an Observer Ward underneath an already existing Radiant Observer Ward. I guess they knew exactly where he was. Just means a simple rotation up for Mind Control as well, to have a bit of a peek.
Can Wolfie Min carry this?
Yeah. It takes one good fight where Matumberman can survive, and the push power from Team Liquid is ridiculous.
I beg to differ. I think the BKB coming out on the Marana is the start of it's the beginning of the end. I think they were doing pretty well in the mid game.
I'd say just one good fight, man. Just one good fight.
One good fight for DC too. Track gold galore.
I agree. It can go either way, but I like the pushing power a lot more from Matumberman than I do from DC.
Definitely.
Lycan is always going to be a better pusher.
All they need to do is get that gem for Mind Control. They get the gem for Mind Control, put it on the Slark, or put it on Marana, even because she has BKB, then I think they can do irreparable damage to Liquid's base.
What's Resolution up to?
Just chilling.
Waiting for the next creep wave. Dark packed it. Gotta come back to defend. He just walked past his own creep wave.
Maybe looking for someone weak to push out the lane themselves. Batrider, perhaps.
There's pings coming out from the Slark. I don't know if Resolution is asking for help or if he's hoping someone's going to come to defend. Either way, creep wave now gets dark packed, and Team Liquid have to think about defending bottom lane. And in fact, they think about it no more. TP already comes back from Fada.
This is time for them to smoke, while all of Liquid are scattered around the map. They could go in through mid if they wanted to, but it looks like they will not use the smoke.
Instead, they just keep that bottom lane pushing in. Plant down the Obs and sentries. Weeha can easily nuke down creep waves. No problem for that one. Kuro's on the hunt, potentially finding couriers or rogue heroes, but everyone from DC is on bot lane. So Kuro won't find either of that. Even the courier is traveling to bottom lane now, bringing out Resolution's quarterstaff. So he's actually going to finish up a full butterfly before this fight begins.
How long until they have a new gem? It's actually off cooldown right now.
Dire's bottom tower.
So maybe they can buy one. It depends who's got the money for it. Both Weeha and Moo have money for the gem. Suxer could potentially buy it too. Oh, that TP out just in the nick of time for resolution. The flame break almost connected. Kuro again on the move. Looking for the retreating heroes of DC. There is a sentry ward. The Moonlight Shadow's going to go. So Kuro actually visible. Sasuke can initiate on this one. Kuro didn't realize it's just a rogue sentry. Good D-ward position. Turns into a kill sentry ward.
Liquid using this time to deward their own side of the map. They will be without the next assassin.
Buying more time for resolution to get bigger. 19,000 net worth now. 1,800 gold after already finishing the butterfly 2 minutes ago.
The butterfly's a big problem. They don't really have that much magic damage. He can always dark pack off the napalm stacks, and spin doesn't really do that much damage at this point in time. It's mostly the right clicks from the Lycan and the Juggernaut.
It means Father's gonna get a Monkey King bar, right?
I don't know if he
because you're getting a Bash or a Bizzle over on Matumberman. So you need someone who can attack directly.
You have to kill everyone else. The way they won the last fight was by killing the two supports first, Bounty Hunter and the Vengeful Spirit. They can also kill Beastmaster. Beastmaster is a pretty high priority target. He offers a lot with his triple R.
Isn't it dangerous though, letting Slark run around just shifting essence the entire time?
Yeah, no, you just gotta ignore it. Kite it with Flame Break, kite it with Upheaval even. Drop the Warlock ultimate, make sure Nyx survives. There are ways to deal with it. You're gonna lose a couple of heroes, sure, but you'll win the fight if you ignore him. Or kite him, rather.
Until he's just the last man standing, and you get lucky enough to get hits. Around that mischance.
They don't have a way to like stop him from casting Dark Pack unless they get the jump on him with the Blink Lasso, but if that goes wrong, they just lose the fight.
Well, Resolution, be careful. They have their own sentry ward down, but Mind Control's gonna get rid of that. Firefly was up. Resolution was close with that Shadow Blade. I say be careful too, because he does not have buyback. He's short by about 1.1k. Well, we got till Roshan. Another possible minute. Heroic's now buying smoke, so maybe Liquid have something else on their mind.
Mirana looks like she's going Scythe next. Maybe a Yule's, but more likely than not Scythe, so she can deal with the Juggernaut and Lycan appropriately. Well, Kuro walks under the Obs and Sentry Ward.
Yep.
And
Mind Control's gonna reveal this now, so it's like, Kuro, they definitely saw you, bro. Let's get rid of the Ob, so Kuro no longer visible. She comes in to use Vendetta to get the last hit on the Sentry.
Got it.
Oh, Resolution staring down Matama, and Kuro still finding himself in the middle of the fight. Sasuke out of position. Sparta, do you want to use the Omni Slash? Yeah, he will. There's still a lot of minions soaking up a lot of that Omni, so not much damage being dealt out. Not by Team Liquid at least, being done to Team Liquid. Even Matumberman running away on 500 HP.
Uh-oh, they use or they don't even...
Nice dodge by Mind Control. He gets out, he keeps the gem. That was the critical thing for him. He cancelled his TP or else he would have got hit by the arrow.
And it looks like Roshan respawn is almost max. 2.5 minutes. DC not happy about that one. But still, I think they could even perhaps threaten high ground right now. 2 minutes left on Chaotic Offering. No Omni Slash available. That looked like it tickled. Generally, you're okay with it hitting minions because of the Battle Fury cleave, but it really did not seem to do that much.
He had Necros, he had double boars. I think there was even a Hawk in the middle of that fight. All those jumps and very little hitting heroes. And looks like they even found the Golem on bottom.
Resolution continuing to get scarier and scarier with a recently completed Skull Basher in his inventory. Not enough room for the Aegis of the Immortal. I suppose they can give it to Wii once he drops his Aquila. But Liquid huddling inside their base. They don't know that Roche isn't up yet. They have to play like DC could be right outside their base at any moment.
DC gem purchase. So Misery will be the man to grab it.
That's a little bit slow. They needed it for the past few minutes. Secure the area around the roadstone and take it very safely. Now there's
Resolution's visible. The arrow, it hits Kuro. Good 5 seconds. Resolution's making his way over with the Dark Pact up. He will make it difficult to fight into that. Very defensive from Liquid. Babysitting that Nyx Assassin.
That was a nice try by Fada. He tried to blink in and tank the pounce so that Kuro could run away.
Resolution's still waiting for a good opportunity to fight, but Liquid, and they're grouped up so heavily, there's just no opportunity. But Tubberman's the only one who's kind of revealing the position of Liquid because he got tracked.
Well, here they go, trying to de-ward with the recently picked up gem on Misery, but Liquid have way better eyes in this area.
Obs on both the Tinker spot as well as on the normal Rochelle. And Resolution, long way forward. They still have to be concerned because they can't initiate on Resolution with that Linken's, even if you do see him inside of his Shadow Blade. And there's always support nearby. With a full Scythe of Vice done on Mirana, we add Hex to the lineup of DC's Teamfight Arsenal.
They need to kill these wards. Where's your Hawk move?
Oh, they're pinging it out. The Sentry Ward's even in range of it. Well, here they come.
They might be looking for a lasso, though. We see a couple heroes smoked around to the right side. Mind control ready to pounce.
There it is. He gets the jump, and he found a big one. He found Moo. They want to hold him in position with the flame break into Omni Slash. Vision needs to stay up. Kuro comes in for the extra double stun. Necro books have been triggered. They spin through it in the rock column. Nice position. The Vengeful Spirit will drop as well, but Resolution still up. But Tubman trying to do something about that. Chasing that little cloud to the side. He pounces back into Roshan, so Resolution is away. A 3-for-2 trade-off as Weehaw was able to track down Kuro.
DC would be getting crushed in these fights if it weren't for their 15,000 gold advantage. Liquid's getting the better jumps in these fights.
They might find something else, however. The bash on top of Fada. He can't get himself out of this one, so Fada will drop the Gem of True Sight. Being given over to DC. Misery now got 1 gem for each eye. And they're coming to the mid lane. The Rags exposed. There's buyback available for the Juggernaut. The top tier 2 tower is being brought down by a rather considerable wave for Team Liquid. But that's a little consolation.
Resolution, too fat, too many stacks of agility.
Are they gonna let the trucks go?
Yeah, have to. I don't think I'm getting any of these right.
Digital Chaos prediction correct. I was incorrect about the Observer Walls by 15 minutes though. That was actually Suxer, not Misery. He won with 4. We're also wrong about the amount of damage being done. Magical or pure, Mind Control has really stepped up and done almost 9,000 worth of damage to enemy heroes.
Resolution fearful of a Liquid gank, despite Juggernaut still being down and no Warlock ultimate on them. They decide to play it safe. They don't have that great vision in the area. Resolution heading up now.
Fresh obs down by Kuro, but already pounced 3, 4, 5 hits is all it takes from Resolution. And Kuro will evaporate. The Juggernaut's back to the world of the living. But now they know without a Nyx Assassin, they can just slip into Roshan, no chaotic offering. Yeah, this is a very easy Roshan.
Liquid have one more chance to hold. They lose this fight. It will likely be the lower bracket for Team Liquid.
Yeah, what do they have if they go 0-2 in this?
They will be 5-7, tied with MVP Phoenix, and there's still one more round of games left to be played.
So the pressure is on. Resolution rips apart Fada. The arrow, the Abyssal Blade, but a fresh Lotus Orb being picked up by Durax will allow them to break Fada free. So he goes back to base to heal. But the mid lane's already down, and DC are turning their attention to the bot lane.
Liquid, they need a hold here. Assassin finally,
they smoke.
Respawn.
That'll let him coming close. It at least stops Weehaw from having an easy blink to Hex. With the Aegis Immortal, he's able to do that. They're thinking about wrapping around the back of Misery. Blink last super, a very quick swap from the VS. Kuro is trapped outside. He will explode, and this could be the pickoff that gives DC the fight until Fatal Bonds. Weeha's actually dying because there's still damage being done to Sasuke. They actually bring down almost all of them. The blink away from Weeha, he'll survive. Tubman's on the chase with the Necrobook's down. They need the vision over on Misery. Gematrucide's there for mind control too. And Misery locked. He'll trigger off the quick heal. The arrow will fly in too, but the spin from Fada, he doesn't care. Weeha plays king of the hill, but the damage isn't going to be enough. There's still gems on the deck. The damage to Fada. Resolution, he has enough. They'll find the monster kill. Still buyback available for Fada. Liquid can reset. And this isn't the cleanest fight here for DC.
Still pretty darn good. And Warlock doing a lot of damage with that chaotic offering. I thought they had the burst damage with the Omni Slash and the Fatal Bonds, but just wasn't quite enough to pierce through these two farmed agility carries of DC.
Bottom ranks is gone. These guys are so six-slotted, they couldn't even pick up the gem, which is down next to the hill. I don't know if Liquid realize it's still out there. Curry is busy buying up items. Got a lot of money out there, 6.3k over on Weeha. But it's going to be Moose, Plate Mail, and Hyperstone purchased up. And a Vengeful Spirit beginning, not even beginning, he's 500 gold away from an Aghanim Scepter on the VS.
At this point though, Liquid, with 2 racks down, they didn't even get the Aegis on Wii. I think they can easily just push and brute force with no chaotic offering. And not that it matters that much at this point, but it's still a somewhat important ultimate at this phase in the game. DC have pretty long amount of time to do so. 2.5 minutes left for them. And top lane of racks, it's only a T3 left.
I just love how gems have been such a huge part of everything. There's, like, all the gems are still on the ground. Like, there's another gem sitting inside of Roshan, and now there's 2 over on the Batrider.
Yeah, they could potentially lose a fight because they don't have enough detection.
Yep.
What if the Nyx Assassin gets the jump on Slark, who does not have an Aegis? He does have buyback. Actually, he doesn't. He's really close. Just needs one more wave. Well, there is a reserve reward right at the base of the mid lane.
A Hawk from DC should be able to see that gem. Fada's going to catch Resolution. Okay. It seems Resolution is suspended.
Well, they need to go soon.
The
Here they go.
The Wolf from Liquid is scouting out the movement of DC quite nicely. And again, they don't have a Sentry Ward, so they're able to get away with that. Jump forward from Kuro. He misses his target. Weeha follows up with the Hex Batonman in the dog form. He's chasing down Moo. They want that Beastmaster gone, but also at the same time, Fada away from the creep wave. Now he can let rip on the ultimate. They come down. DC coming closer. Where is that Omni Slash? Where is that damage output? It's not there yet. Resolution waiting to kill off Kuro. Now the rock will drop with the upheaval and the Fatal Bonds. The damage output is just not there. Resolution can jump forward. G-Rex try and TP back, an inch back to his fountain. It won't happen. Liquid have lost too many. It is GG as Team Liquid get 2-0'd out by DC. And a very perilous situation awaits them in the middle part of the bracket going into the last rounds. The last rounds of the group stage for them.
Or tiebreakers.
Before the play break, yeah, before the tiebreakers.
DC, they did not look good in the upcoming, or the months prior to TI. June, not so hot. July, not so hot. But August, damn.
If you want a time to get hot, this is the time to do it. Digital Chaos with a 2-0 victory, looking great. Weeha not even killed